Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. We begin the broadcast tonight with the rain. Just about every corner of our viewing area is flooding. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more on the nonstop rain and the flooding we're experiencing.
Hazleton Fire Department was dispatched to the area of 424 and Poplar Street this morning for the flooded intersection.
Before we arrived, a car had came into the water and stalled. One of our volunteers arrived on scene, saw the girl in distress, helped her out of the car. There's a prime case if you see water that's deep, or if you're not sure how deep it is, to turn around.
The woman was unharmed, but her car wasn't as lucky. Water was rising all throughout Hazel Township as well, right off 924 on the Can-Do Highway near Humboldt. Black Creek was also seeing some rushing water near roads this morning. Schuylkill County was hit in all different areas as well. Forest Lane and Tunnel Road were consumed by floodwaters in Cass Township, where one vehicle lost control and ended up in a ditch off the side of the road. Rocks and boulders were even pushed onto the road, causing more issues for drivers. Flares were put down to warn oncoming drivers of flooded roadways.
Don't drive so fast, especially if you see any flares.
The Red Cross is currently staffing 2 evacuation centers in Schuylkill County, one operating at the Tremont Fire Company and the other at Pottsville Middle School. Locally run centers are open at St. Stephen's Church in Port Carbon, Schuylkill Haven High School, and the Frackville Borough Building. A center that was open at Pine Grove High School is in the process of closing. Tremont was struggling this morning as well. Crews were out early working on water rescues, evacuating dozens of homeowners.
We made our way out here with our boats because they had some areas they couldn't access anymore with their heavy brush trucks that they were using originally for evacuations.
Breaks in rainfall are allowing Tremont to keep up with flood damage and cleanup.
Anytime there's been any kind of torrential downpour, especially a stationary storm, they've been having these issues with flooding.
The Columbia County Emergency Management Agency and the East Central Emergency Network released an evacuation notice for the west end of Bloomsburg. All residents west of Railroad Street should be preparing to evacuate with short notice for the next 72 hours or consider leaving now. Fishing Creek has a history of flooding rapidly, so if the Bloomsburg Police Department issues the flood warning siren, evacuate immediately. Please do not cross roadways that are covered by water. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Now, since Julia filed that report, we were notified by Columbia County EMA that the west end of Bloomsburg and all residents who live west of Railroad Street in Bloomsburg are starting to evacuate now. Again, police in that area of Bloomsburg are going around. If you are asked to evacuate, you should heed those cautions because the water is rising throughout most of our viewing area. We'll, of course, keep you posted and up to date with as much information as we can here on WYLN News and on our Facebook page. To police news now, Hazleton City Police arrested 2 men after a pursuit throughout the city early this morning. According to the press release, Chief Jerry Speziale and members of the police department conducted a saturation patrol when the chief observed what appeared to be a hand-to-hand drug transaction between an unknown male and occupants of a silver Ford Edge. Speziale followed the vehicles to East 1st and Hayes Street and initiated a traffic stop. That's when the vehicle fled at a high rate of speed. Once they were able to stop the vehicle, the 2 men inside fled on foot but were stopped by Hazleton officers. They took into custody Erickson Diaz and Angel Perez, along with a 17-year-old female juvenile who was found in the car. Diaz was charged with felony fleeing and eluding, possession of a small amount of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Perez was charged with felon not to possess a firearm, not to be carried without a license, and possession of a firearm at altered serial number. The investigation continues. The 2 men tonight are locked up in the Luzerne County Prison. Fire investigators in Wilkes-Barre are looking into the cause of an early Sunday morning fire. The 3-alarm fire in Wilkes-Barre left 2 homes destroyed and several people displaced. Crews arrived to find the double-block home with flames spreading to the neighboring house. Crews worked for 4 hours doing extensive overhaul and ladder operations. Multiple fire crews were called in to assist. According to officials, both homes were occupied at the time and everyone made it out safe. The cause of the fire remains under investigation in Luzerne County. The American Red Cross was called in to assist one person. The recovery from the June tornado is ongoing in Wilkes-Barre Township, and many businesses are starting to reopen. It was 2 months ago that an EF2 tornado touched down and destroyed parts of the Arena Hub Plaza. But businesses like Barnes & Noble, Dick's Sporting Goods, TJ Maxx, and Staples, along with Eddie Burroughs Outlet and PetSmart, are still closed. Just about all the businesses have decided to stay and rebuild, but some have decided to move to other locations around the Wilkes-Barre Township area. The buildings containing Ashley's Furniture, Home Store, and other businesses were razed recently. The furniture store owner said he's moving to a building at the Wyoming Valley Mall secondary building where H.H. Gregg used to be located. Polish Pottery, one of the tenants, is moving across the street to the mall as they continue to recover in Wilkes-Barre Township. Supervisors in Klein Township have announced that some roads will be getting repaved. Supervisors say 9 sections of township roads will be resurfaced. They include the top of Hancock Street, North Street in Clares, Oak Street, Carl Street, Snyder's Avenue, South Tamaqua Street in McAdoo Heights, Silverbrook Road, and the Haddock Road. The township was recently got approval for a $23,300 grant that will cover 35% of the project from the USDA for road paving. This is the first time a grant has been awarded to the township and the first time the township has applied for a street grant. Bids for the project went out today. Those companies that want to bid on the project have until Tuesday, September 4th, to submit a bid. Well, sticking with road paving news, supervisors in Black Creek Township are hoping to get a $254,000 grant to repair deteriorating roads in the township. Supervisors say the engineer submitted a multimodal transportation fund grant application to the Commonwealth Financing Agency. The township is looking into working on Chicks Lane project. The project will be out to bid in 2 phases. The first phase will be base repair to existing road and drainage, and the secondary will be for resurfacing in that part of Luzerne County. If you live in Banks Township and owe on your sewer bill, your water could be shut off. Banks Township municipal authorities have entered into an agreement with the Klein Township Municipal Authority, who supplies water to Banks Township residents. If people who do not pay their bills, now they will have their water shut off by the water company. State law provides that a municipality can shut someone's water off for non-payment of sewer bills with due notice. Officials say $47,000 is owed to the authority. One bill is over $6,000 for residents. Hazleton City Council is calling for a special council meeting this Thursday. The reason for the meeting is to amend Section 2 of Ordinance 2018-6 to increase the percentage of tax imposed on earned income for both residents and non-residents of Hazleton City. It will now be changed to 1.1% for residents and 1.2% for non-residents. The special meeting will be held on Thursday at 6 p.m. in Council Chambers at Hazleton City Hall. Coming up on Wyln News, will Luzerne County get money for 2 major projects? Plus, a report that many have been waiting for could be released tomorrow. But first, let's take a look at that forecast here on Wyln News. And unfortunately, tomorrow we are going to see some more thunderstorms move through the area, a high of 75. Although there's going to be a break on Wednesday with partly sunny skies, a high 86, and then we could see more rain again Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it may get better next week. We'll be right back.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Tomorrow, report into allegations of decades of child sexual abuse at the hands of clergy members and efforts to cover it up in 6 of Pennsylvania's Roman Catholic dioceses is expected to be released. It has been delayed while some of the people named in the report have launched legal charges into that report, alleging that it could hurt them. Its current form would violate their constitutional rights to their reputation and the due process of law. The court directed Judge Wyln to resolve any redacting disputes and then release the report by 2 p.m. Tuesday, which is tomorrow. The report focuses on the Allentown, Erie, Greensburg, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, and Scranton Roman Catholic dioceses. Previous reports addressed child molestation by priests in the Philadelphia and Altoona-Johnstown dioceses. Luzerne County Council this week will begin to discuss how to fund 2 mandated multi-million-dollar projects. The first project is to upgrade the county's 911 emergency radio system from analog to digital. The upgrades, which County Manager David Pedri has said need to be completed by 2020, is estimated to cost $20 million. The other project is a state-mandated purchase of new electronic voting machines. The new machines are pivotal so they can leave a paper trail to provide increased security. It will cost about $4 million to purchase the new machines. County officials say they need to be done in April. Luzerne County does not have enough money in its capital fund to pay for either project. It also has $291 million long-term debt. County Council is expected to meet Tuesday night to start discussing how this will be done. PennDOT is moving ahead with the accelerated repaving contracts after applying for more than 109,000 tons of patching material and improving more than 1,000 miles of roads throughout July to deal with the widespread outbreak of potholes following the long and never-ending winter season. Under the Resurfacing PA initiative, PennDOT has mounted an aggressive campaign to accelerate repaving interstates and attacking potholes across the state's 40,000 miles of PennDOT-maintained road. Locally, Interstate 80 will receive work along with Interstate 81 in both Luzerne and Schuylkill counties. The Pennsylvania State Police will practice and participate in the National Highway Safety Administration's Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign from Wednesday, August 15th, 2018 through Monday, September 3rd. The campaign coincides with the 2018 Labor Day weekend, which has proven to be the deadliest time of the year in terms of drunk driving fatalities, resulting in nearly 1/3 of traffic fatalities. Pennsylvania State Police will take a zero-tolerance approach towards impaired driving and be actively patrolling to remove impaired drivers from roadways across the Commonwealth. Coming up on Boston Run's News Choice, a health fair, a countdown, and race tickets. Plus, in Community and You, we're talking about a reunion. But first, let's take a look at your midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played, everyone, and stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986.
Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Serve the Lord, Singing for Joy, the CD by the Sisters of Holy Annunciation Monastery, can be yours for just $13, which includes shipping and tax. Mail a check to Holy Annunciation Monastery, 430 West County Road in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, or call 570-788-1205. This 10-song CD can be yours for just $13. FunFest is celebrating 40 years. Come to downtown Hazleton September 8th and 9th for Greater Hazleton's largest free family festival with great ethnic and festival food, activities, games, the animal show, fun inflatables, a car show, and great entertainment all weekend long. Fireworks start at 8 p.m. on Saturday, and on Sunday, it's the Great FunFest Parade. Admission is free. Parking is free. Call 570-455-1509 or visit funfestpa.org. FunFest is made possible by these sponsors.
I'm Paula Degnan. With me is Bob Hildebrand, class of?
66.
66 from?
West Hazleton High School.
West Hazleton High School. All right. Now you have, which is really fun, you have a reunion coming up. Now, West Hazleton High School, like so many of our high schools, no longer exists, which is very unfortunate. But you have a way, once again this year, to get everybody together, and you mean everybody. Tell us about what's happening.
It's, like you said, reunion. We call it a Wildcat Roundup. We used to be the West Hazleton Wildcats. That's where the Wildcat comes in. And anybody that attended that school in the 64 years it existed, whether you were a student, a teacher, a janitor, the principal, which we've had at one time, anybody that at least attended 1 year or did something there in those 64 years can show up at this. It's not specifically any particular class, it's everybody.
Wow. So you've done this before?
Oh yeah.
And what has the response been like? Because the class is certainly from 1928 to 1992.
Well, class reunions have been somewhat of a problem. You know, nobody wants to a lot of stuff, but at times we have had up to 300 people, and other times been down to 100 and some.
Wow.
But at the same time, that was mainly from the 40s and 50s. It's only the past several years people from the 60s and beyond are starting to find out about it and pay attention to it and wanting to come.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful time with so many people.
Everybody has a great time, yes.
And we were chatting because, as I was telling you, my high school no longer exists, and some of the others where I went to school. So now this seems to be a better way to get many classes together. So when the people are coming to this particular reunion, when and where is it going to be?
I don't know the name of the church, but
I can tell you that.
Oh,
I can tell you that. It's the Faith United Church of Christ Hall on the Airport Beltway in Hazleton.
Yes.
That I can tell you.
Oh, yeah. Right.
See, that's what we used to have cheat sheets when we were in school, Bob. And it's going to be on, the reservation deadline is August 15th, but the reunion itself is on Saturday, August 25th.
Yes.
So tell us about your experience. You were class of 66?
Yes.
And I'm sure that there are a lot of things that the class of 66 remembers. Do you have one that you can share with us that we can put on the air?
From the school?
From the school, yeah. One of those, because I can remember a lot of them from mine that no one ever knew about. Anybody in particular?
Well, one I always keep going back to, it was back in the mid-'60s. They had a class, brought, I don't know if it was 10th and 11th and 12th in, because they were making a presentation to a local sportscaster and stuff like that. And he was liked, and he also wasn't very well liked.
Ah.
And the principal at the time, I mean, they introduced him and everybody booed. Well, that got them all upset, so they made all of us leave and brought 2 more classes in. But at the same time, my understanding was the principal went in the office laughing. He says, kids.
But see, those are the kind of things that you never find out until way after the fact. Up until then, you've got to keep that straight face.
And another one I remember is November 22nd, 1963.
Oh, I remember that one.
I know where I was and who I talked to.
Yep.
I was in the hallway by the gym in the lower level, and I talked to a young guy by the name of Wally Simona. He told me President Kennedy was assassinated. I said, come on, quit kidding around. Well, so I got to my class, and we didn't have computers and TVs.
Yeah.
They had, I don't know what they had in the office, but they had just had this little speaker box, which they could put to the class and they turn it on. Yeah, he wasn't kidding, it was true. But yeah, I remember that day very well.
That's the wonderful thing about these reunions, especially when you can get so many classes together, the history.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds to me like you are the keeper of some of that history.
Got a good memory, and I'm old.
So and you're a delight. So we got you in one whole package.
That's what one young lady said to me one day. How do you know all this stuff? Because I was there when it happened.
and see, it's best to get it straight from the horse.
Yep.
Now, again, this one is coming up, and the reservation deadline on this is August 15th. It's at the Faith United Church of Christ Hall on the Airport Beltway in Hazleton, Saturday, August 25th. That's right across from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's easy to find. And you're going to have T-shirts?
Oh yes, we always sell T-shirts.
That'll be available for that as well. Get all your friends together, and if you were in West Hazleton High School from 1928 to 1992, they want to see you there. And make sure when you get there, you go right over to Bob Hildebrand and say, Bob, you are a wonderful guy. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, that's okay.
This is so much fun, and we'll put your number up there and Bernadine's number up there, and don't forget, wear your blue and gold. Except we didn't get the blue memo. We just got the gold memo. Bob, thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure, and we certainly hope that you'll get to your reunion wherever it may be and join us again on Community and You.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the whole crew's invited, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends, bring your family, just bring it, Pocono style.
When Matt Cartwright went to Washington, he left the truth behind. I'd never cut Social Security or Medicare. My own mom relies on it. The only person who ever voted to cut Medicare is Matt Cartwright. He attacks me while voting 96% of the time with Nancy Pelosi, calling her wonderful. Northeast Pennsylvania deserves better. In Congress, I'll strengthen Medicare and Social Security for years to come. I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network will be hosting a back-to-school free health fair at its health center in Mountaintop. The health fair will be held this Wednesday, August 15th from 4 till 7 p.m. You'll be able to meet local police and firefighters, take part in fun educational activities, take advantage of free health screenings, and get free popcorn, hot dogs, and snow cones. Each child will be able to be entered into a raffle to win an autographed baseball signed by Joe Madden or 4 tickets to a Scranton Wilkes-Barre Royal Riders game. Again, that free health fair will be held Wednesday, August 15th from 4 till 7 p.m. in Mountaintop. Tonight, Wyln News has your chance to win 4 tickets to the ABC Supply 500 IndyCar race. The race is this weekend at the Pocono Raceway in Long Pond. To win the tickets to the Tricky Triangle, all you have to do is call us right now at 570-459-1869 extension 1172. Leave your name, your phone number, and the town you live in. You'll be entered into the drawing, and the winners will be picked at random. So call now, and good luck. FunFest is now 27 days away. Are you counting down? We are. And tonight we are saluting the Boy Scouts who generously set up tents honoring local veterans every year. The FunFest Committee, the Chamber, and we here at Wyln thank them for their contributions and their support that they give each and every year to FunFest. FunFest is September 8th and 9th in downtown Hazleton, and we are celebrating 40 years of FunFest. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts August 24th on WYLN. We're your local network.
This week on Topic A, my guest is Hazleton City Councilman Tony Colombo. We talk about the current state of the city, where he thinks it's going, and some ideas he has to help Hazleton into the future. That's all this week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Service in Binghamton has issued a flash flood warning for Lackawanna County in northeastern Pennsylvania, southwestern Wayne County in northeastern Pennsylvania, northeastern Luzerne County in northeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern Wyoming County in northeastern Pennsylvania until 10 p.m. At 5:55 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. 1 to 3 inches of rain has already fallen today. Several roads are flooded around Scranton. Some locations that will experience flooding include Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Falls, Dunmore, Plains, Old Forge, Pittston, Archbald, Blakely, and Taylor. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Move to higher ground now. Act quickly to protect your life.
You're watching Tamaqua's choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.